Hello, everybody. Welcome to Acting from All Angles. Today we're going to be talking about lifting off, which does not actually have to do with space rockets going into space or anything like that, although it's going to propel your cold reads like a rocket ship, so that's awesome. But first, let me introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. My name is Julianne Lichty Stratton, and I am the creator of Actors in Action Professional Actor Training, where we empower the passionate actor with the craft and skills to have a serious acting career. Okay, I'm really excited to talk about this today. So lifting off is a technique that a lot of people do. It's something that I really encourage my students to do. It's something that takes some practice. A lot of the things I talk about here on Acting from All Angles, as far as acting skills go, take practice. But that's just how a skill is if you want to get good at it. So we're just going to jump right into it. I've got a couple of visual aids here. I'm going to take this random little side that I printed off Showfax just a couple of minutes ago, so I haven't looked at it at all. I can't even remember what it's from. It's from I think it's from a feature film, and it's Nurse Jackie. It's not the film Nurse Jackie, but that's the name of the character. So what we're going to do with lifting off, now let me just context this for you. So you have a cold read. You go to an audition, they have you read, and they're like, hey, will you read this for us too? And Ashley's here. Ashley Drexel, hey, long time no see. It's great to see you on here. So they just give you this cold read side afterwards, or maybe you go there and you know it's a cold read. And this is what you can do to help yourself. This is also, if you get a huge audition with lots and lots and lots of dialogue and lots of copy in it, this is going to help with that too. Okay, I have another super duper ninja amazing thing for headshots for cold reads as well, but that is in my Wongo amazing memorization technique that I can only share with my own actors, my own students. So if you're interested in that, check us out and sign up. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do here is with lifting off, this is how you're going to practice it at home. You're not going to do this in the audition, but this is how you practice lifting off. And you need to practice this like 5 minutes a day. If you practice this 5 minutes a day, you're going to be a super ninja at it. So what you're going to do is, I am just going to look down here and I'm going to look at Nurse Jackie, my first line. I'm going to gather the words. So I'm looking at that, and then I'm going to look up and I'm going to say them. Sorry to disturb you. And let's just do it with all the lines here because we're just practicing, right? So the next person, the next character is Julie. So I'm going to look down there and I'm going to grab as much as I can. Usually it's about 5 to 6 words. So I'm just going to grab this. Jackie, this is my son. I'm going to look back down and grab the rest. Teddy and my husband, Ethan. Then I'm going to look back down and grab the rest. And you know my mom. All right, great. Move on to the next one. You just look down. Well, nice to meet you. I didn't get the whole line, so I got to look down again. Big brother. Okay, great. She continues. So congratulations. Going on to Julie. Jackie has taken the best care of, I didn't get that last word, but that's okay. Just look down and grab it. Me. Then Ethan's line. We're grateful. Thank you. Okay, you seen how I'm doing this? Now, it doesn't look like much right now. It looks kind of like awkward or whatever. But if you can get really good at this, then you just get the sides. Of course, you're going to read through them once at least if you like. Usually you have 15 minutes. And there's other ninja tricks, like I said, but this will help you for just this. So you're just going to say, sorry to disturb you. And then Julie's going to say, Jackie, this is my son, Teddy, and my husband, Ethan. And you know my mom. Well, nice to meet you, big brother. Congratulations. Jackie has taken the best care of me. We're grateful. Thank you. Okay, so it's going to pull you out of your script. So you're not going to be like, sorry to disturb you. And then they say, Jackie, this is my son, Teddy, and my husband, Ethan. You know my mom. Well, nice to meet you, big brother. Congratulations. Jackie's taken care of me. We're grateful to you. So it's going to pull you out of your script for your audition. Put your eyes up into the reader. It's going to get you out of the page and out of down like this. Huge, big no-no when you are reading your sides. If you have a cold read, Do not, whatever you do, read the sides, read the lines of the other person that is talking. You need to look up and look at them and listen to them when they are reading. There's nothing I hate worse than seeing an actor like say their line, sorry to disturb you, and then they read along where the other person talks, and then they try to look up, well, nice to meet you, big brother. It's just, it's ridiculous. So it's a real sign of an amateur. Make sure you're looking up and you're listening to them when they read, okay, when they say their lines. And even if you're like, I have no idea what my next line is, that's okay. Just wait till they're done, look down, grab that line, and look up, okay? So you can practice lifting off. You don't have to have a script off the internet or anything. You can practice on any book. Let's practice out of one of my favorite books, Dare to Repair. This is a really fun book about fixing stuff in your house, which you know I love to do that. So I'm just going to open a random page and I'm just going to do this. If your hot water system uses convectors, check for any bent fins and straighten them with needle nose pliers. Some convectors have the same bleed values as radiators. Okay, so it doesn't matter what you're reading. And did you notice that I tried not to say anything until I was looking up again? Don't do this. Use a rag and vacuum when you're practicing. Don't do that. Just go, use the rag and vacuum. And then, I'm having a hard time seeing this. With brush attachment to clean all of the radiators. So what you're doing is you're practicing scooping up as many words as you can and then getting up and just saying them. Okay, so it doesn't matter what you use. You need to practice this though. Practice, practice, practice. Let's try some Shakespeare, shall we? All right. Oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to read this at all. It's very little. I need my glasses. They're nice. Okay, here we go. Let's see if that's better. So this is from Richard II. No, Rolling Book, if ever I were a traitor, my name be blotted from the book of life, and I from heaven, banished as from hence. But what thou art, God, thou, and I do know. And all too soon, I fear, the king shall rule. Farewell, my liege, no way I can stay. No way I can stay, that sounds really modern. Save back to England, all the world's my way. Okay, so I've done a little bit of lifting off, so let me see if I had this cold read, I'd be like, no, Rolling Book, if ever I were traitor, my name be blotted out from the book of life, and I from heaven, banished from thence. But thou, what art thou? God, thou, and I do know. And all too soon I fear the king shall rule. Farewell, my liege. No way I can stay. Save back to England, all the world's my way. Okay? The print was really small with that. But yeah, so point is you practice that, and you're going to get a lot better at it, okay? And then you're going to be able to not be down looking at your script. You're going to be off being able to give the script and to be able to look up. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have we're gonna wrap up with that. I do want to talk about Post Malone though. So it's silly, but it's great. So my husband was working the other day up in Ogden. He drives this truck for a living, and his buddy that he drives with. His buddy's like, "Hey, it's Post Malone," and he looks over there, and there's Post Malone cruising along in his brand new spanking white Bentley. And he's got tinted windows because they can see him, but he was like, whoa, Post Malone, just driving around in Ogden. So yeah, he lives here in Salt Lake, which is cool. And I'm sure Post Malone probably uses this cold read technique. Not, I wouldn't think so. He doesn't probably need it. But anyway, so practice this, and it will help you. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and no Facebook Live next week. It's Thanksgiving, unless you want me to talk about how to stuff yourself on Thanksgiving like a stuffed turkey, which I think we all know how to do that. So, and I don't know the benefits for acting for that. Okay, I will catch you next time. Have a great one.